All right. Sit comfortably. Let's take a few moments to center ourselves, to settle the energies down, to become a little more present, to come to the present moment. So eyes closed. Bring all your attention back inward. Check in to see how your body is feeling. And see how you're holding all the different parts. Your legs, hips and buttocks. Back. Shoulders. Arms. Neck. The back of your head. Top of your head. And your face. Become aware of all body parts. And try to relax. Release any holding, clenching. So as you exhale with that full body awareness, relax a little more into the exhalation. And now, let's use the breath to also bring some activeness. So as you inhale, can you feel the expansion in the lungs? Feel the quality of the inhalation. Now with that full body awareness, can you allow your inhalations to bring a lightness, to make all parts a little more active? Which means, as you inhale, see if you can keep the hands a little lighter, not pressing into the legs. Bring a little bit of activeness in the legs so that they are not pressing against each other or the floor. A little bit of activeness in the facial muscles, as if you're about to smile. So every inhalation now for a few rounds. See how you can bring that activeness, a lightness in the different parts. As you inhale next, just imagine that someone is gently pulling your head upwards towards the ceiling, lengthening the spine. As you exhale, make sure you're releasing any clenching, tightening. Every breath energizing, making you a little more active, as well as relaxing you. Both help in that perfect state of balance. You are neither overactive, clenching the body, nor passive, letting the body be heavy, lethargic. With the breath and body awareness, holding the body in that perfect state of balance, active, light, yet relaxed. Set your intention for the practice. Tell yourself that you will continue to remain aware of the breath and the full body through all the practices today, seeing how much you can come back to the state of balance, where you are light, easy, active, yet relaxed. Tell yourself you will enjoy all the practices you do, even when you are challenging the body and mind. Knowing how much you can challenge and when you need to pull back. With these intentions, let us chant 3 rounds of Om, bringing some positive vibrations, shaking up that energy again within the body and around us. So exhale completely, gently pulling the belly button in as you exhale. And then relax the belly, take a nice breath in for the first round of chanting. Om. 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 Stay with the silence for a few seconds. Notice every subtle sensation in the body. Now bringing your palms together, start rubbing them actively until you feel the heat, the warmth between your palms. And take the center of your palms to cup your eyes. Stay there for a few seconds and slowly blink your eyes open, looking into your palms. Let's start with some gentle stretches. So we'll start with decompressing the neck, releasing any tension there. So sit with your head straight, bring your palm to the temple, and gently press your head and the palm towards each other. You're not tilting your head, Head is always going to be in the center. Relaxed breathing. Still aware of the rest of the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your palm. And same thing on the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Interlock your fingers. You can place them on the forehead, but try not to jut your head forward. Bring it forward. Keep your head where it is, taking your palms. Again, pressing the palms and the forehead towards each other. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now gently take your hands to the back, and if you were at the back, you can place them on the forehead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your arms. Notice how you're feeling in the neck. And now we move to the shoulders. So we inhale slowly, exhale a little faster through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, and we'll raise the shoulders to the ears. And as you exhale, just let out like a sigh through the mouth. So it helps release tension on the shoulders. Continue. 3 more rounds. Drop your shoulders, release any tension, stress, both physical, mental. And relax. And now, bringing the arms to the front, let's place the fingertips on the shoulders and make our shoulder rotation, drawing big circles with the elbows. Move with your breath, inhaling when the chest is expanding, exhaling as you bring your elbows together and the chest is contracting. 5 rounds, and then you can go in the reverse direction. Moving the other way, change the direction. Continue for 5 rounds. Enjoying the breath with that perfect activeness. Neither are you clenching anywhere, nor are you passive, especially in the legs, back. Finish your 5 rounds and then you can relax. And relax. Take a moment. Now bringing your palms in front of the chest. Clench and release. We'll make multiple movements together. Now, along with the clenching and releasing of the fingers, start making a rotation with the wrist. And you continue the finger movement as well. And this time, with every rotation, open your elbows out sideways. Keep going until you straighten your arms. So we're working on multiple joints here. The little ones in the fingers, the wrist, the elbows, until you straighten your arms. Once your arms are straight, start rotating in the reverse direction. With every rotation, bending your elbow a little bit. Coming all the way back until your fists are in front of the shoulders. And you can relax your arms. Take a moment. Notice all the sensations. Let's move the torso a little, the front and back of the body. So inhaling, raise your arms up from the sides. Exhaling, you bend to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Keep moving. See where you feel any tightness. What is stopping you from stretching deeper? Use your exhalation to release and stretch. Last round on both sides. Finish this round on both sides and then you can relax your arms. Take a moment. And now we go into a twist. So you open your arms to shoulder level and twist, placing one hand behind you on the floor, one palm on the knee. Twist, trying to look over the shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Dynamic twist. So when we raise the arms before twisting or bending, we are making sure the spine is lengthened. There's no compression in the spine. So that intermediate pose, you raise the arms actively and twist. And one last round. Then you can relax. Coming back to the center, take a few moments. Notice how the body is feeling. Now stretch your legs out in front of you. Feel free to shake the legs out if needed, if there's any stiffness. You can support your hands, support yourself with your palms on the mat. Now, whether your palms are on the mat or whether they're on the legs, make sure the spine is tall. So you can also use the support, make yourself tall and release. That will help you be more active in the core. Now let's move the toes, clenching and releasing the toes. Just the toe movement. And the ankle rotation. Drawing nice big circles. But remain aware of the legs, your spine, shoulders, arms. And now change the direction, rotating from the other side. Relax. Now take your legs back and come to a tabletop position. We will not stay on the knees for long. Just make sure you're spreading your fingers out, pressing into your palms, keeping the shoulders right above the wrists. And from that position, we'll go into a mountain. Keep the toes tucked in Raise your knees, going into a mountain pose. Push your hips up high. Yes. Feel free to even step forward. Take one step forward if needed to find your stability. And wherever you are, just bend one knee at a time, pushing the other heel to the mat, stretching the calf muscles. And imagine someone is holding you by the waist and pulling your hips up towards the ceiling. Let the chest go in towards the knees. And slowly place your knees down, back on the mat. Yes. Now from here, your hips will remain where they are, right above the knees. Walk your palms forward to bring the chest down. Towards the floor, drop your forehead to the mat. Stay there. Allow the rib cage to open. 3, 2, 1. Now slowly walk your palms back towards the center. Now tuck your toes. Keep your toes tucked in and just sit back on your heels for a bit. Stretching the arches of your feet. Relaxed breathing. We'll just stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly you can release and come up to a standing position. Let's give ourselves one nice long stretch, full body stretch. Keep your feet hip width apart and interlock your fingers, flip them down. Inhale, raise your arms. Lengthen first, as if you're stretching from the soles of your feet to the fingertips. The spine lengthening, and then slowly raise your heels as well. Relaxed breathing with that full body awareness. 5, 4, active all the way to the fingertips. Make sure you're not clenching. 2, and 1. Slowly release the heels, release your arms. And this time, let's see if the back is feeling stiff. Placing your palms, your fingertips on the thighs. Roll forward from the neck. So drop your chin down, upper back. Let your hands slide down the legs as you roll into a forward fold. Hang loose there. If you feel strong sensations in your lower back, bend your knees. Or even otherwise, try bending your knees, straightening them a bit. You'll notice the difference in the stretches. And then stay with the legs straight, feeling the stretches on the back of the legs. Relax the breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. You can slowly bend the knees slightly and start rolling up. Let your fingers slide up the legs. Roll up from the lower back, middle back, upper back, straighten your head. Take a few moments. Notice how every part of the body is feeling. And now you can come to the top of your mat. We'll go with 2 rounds of sun salutation. Feel free to modify if needed. So standing at the top of your mat, bring that activeness From the feet, every part ready to move. A continuous flow like the sun salutations helps release any stiffness, tightness, and brings a nice flow of energy through the body. It's a very energizing practice. So standing tall, aware of the full body, relaxed in your breathing. Inhale, standing where you are. Exhaling, palms together in front of the chest. Inhale, raise your arms up. Point towards the ceiling first, lengthening, and then see if you can take your arms even behind the head, gently extending the spine backward. You can look up if you're comfortable, otherwise keep looking to the front. Be active from the feet. And now straighten up, and as you exhale, start bending from the hip joints instead of letting the shoulders and head bend forward first. So go as far as you can, keep the knees bent if needed, and drop into your forward fold. If you're comfortable, you can straighten the knees. Let your head hang loose, looking towards the knees. Feel that the hips, the tailbone are pointing upward. And as you inhale next, you can step back with the right foot. Place the fingertips down on the mat. Now, if you're comfortable with your knee, place the knee down. Let your hips sink down, look to the front. Horse rider's pose. If you have a knee problem, you can keep the toes tucked and the knee raised. So this is a more active version of the pose. And now tucking the back toes anyway, lifting that knee, slide the left leg back to come into a plank. Spread your fingers again, be active in your palms. Shift the whole body so that the shoulders are right above the wrists. If this is too intense for you, place the knees down. Otherwise, stay active in the legs as if you're pushing the heels to the back wall. As you inhale next, knees come down. Take a moment here. Maybe take a breath. And on the next exhale, bring your chest and chin down slowly. Make sure your belly is not touching the mat. Even if you come down fully flat, make that effort to lift the hips and belly up. Find your comfort in this awkward pose. And now flatten your belly. Stretch the toes to the back. Pressing into your palms gently, lift your head, neck, the upper body slightly. We're not going all the way up, straightening the arms, just halfway. Then you will learn to be active in the chest and upper back as well, and the arms. Can you breathe here? And now tucking your toes, lifting your belly, hips, knees, coming into a mountain pose. Adjust the position of your feet if needed. And try to push your hips up towards the ceiling. So at the same time, you're allowing the chest to go inward. Be active in your fingertips. And looking to the front edge of your mat. If you need to, you can place your knees down. Otherwise, directly step your right foot forward between your palms. Again, if your knees are comfortable, place the knee down. Allow the hips to sink low. Otherwise, you can keep that back knee off the floor. Keep that leg straight. Your chest and shoulders are open. As you exhale, tuck the back toes, lift that foot, step forward into your forward fold. Drop your head hanging loose here. Light and active as you can be. And the next time you breathe in, make sure you bring your hands up along with the head. So first take the hands next to the ears. Lift the whole upper body all at once. Feel free to keep the knees bent if it's too intense. Lengthening upward, arching back gently. Stay active from the feet to the fingertips. And as you exhale, straighten up, palms in front of the chest. Take a breath here. And the next inhale, bring your hands down by the sides. Check. See what your body is telling you after this first round. Let the breathing, the body sensation settle down. Now, if you're comfortable, if you've been practicing for a while, you can continue at your own pace. If not, we can all go together. If you need to, take a few extra moments here. Find your stability before you move. Then you will not rush through the practice. Let your breathing settle. Inhale. Exhaling, palms together. Inhaling, raise your arms all the way up. Now we'll move a little more actively. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, left leg back this time. Place your fingertips on the mat. Knee down on the mat or raised. Looking forward, hips sink down. Exhaling into your plank. Shift your shoulders to be right above the wrist. Hips are neither too raised nor sagging low. Inhale, place your knees down. Exhale, chest and chin down. Inhaling into your cobra. Flatten the belly. Lift the upper body, pressing into your palms gently. Exhaling into your mountain. Make adjustments if needed. Inhale and left foot forward this time into your horse rider's pose. Exhaling into your forward fold. Drop your head down. Inhale, active with every muscle in the body, coming up all the way, lengthening. Exhaling, palms in front of the chest. Inhale, hands down by the sides. Take a few moments. Observe your breathing, your heartbeat. Now, if you are sweating already, if you're exhausted, if you think your body is warmed up enough, you can stop with this. If you are ready to move for one more round of the sun salutation, you can go along with me. Otherwise, you can relax. So if you're ready to move, we can continue. Move at the pace of your breath. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, raise your arms, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, left leg back into plank. Inhale and exhale into the 8-limbed pose, Ashtanga Namaskara. Inhaling into cobra. Exhaling into mountain. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee down. Exhaling into your forward fold. Inhale, coming up all the way. Exhale, palms in front of the chest. Inhale, back to the starting position. Take one nice breath here. And we actively move again, finishing the last half cycle. Inhale here. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, raise, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot back. Exhale, right foot back into plank. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chest and chin down. Inhaling into cobra. Exhaling into mountain. Inhaling, left foot forward. Horse rider's pose. Exhaling, right foot forward into your forward fold. Inhale, coming up all the way. Exhale, palms together in front of the chest. Inhale, hands down by your sides. And if you're in the middle of your practice, take your time. Now see if you can keep your feet apart, hands a little away, eyes closed, and just stand still. There is a momentum built up in the body. There might be slight restlessness. Can you observe that? Observe your breathing, heartbeat. Every sensation running through the body. With the blood circulation, energy flow. By simply observing, not doing anything, you're allowing the sensations to settle down. Let your body, breath, mind come back to that state of samasthiti. A very neutral state where there are no strong sensations anywhere. Your breathing is stable, relaxed, equipoised in all aspects. And you will know when your body is ready to move again. So take your time. Today's balancing practice. You can stand somewhere in the middle of your mat. Keep your feet stable, standing tall. And we'll take the right leg back, just a little bit, not too wide also, just a little bit. Okay. Now from here, looking to the front, as you inhale, shift all the way to the front leg, coming to the back toe. The back foot is only resting on that toe. All the weight is on the front foot. Spread your toes on the front foot. Start feeling stable on the standing leg. We are going to lift that back leg. Arm position, you can start with the hands going in line with the back leg. So what we are going to do now is try to move into a T shape this way, but today your pose could just be at 10 degrees. Try to move the whole body in a straight line. So your arms can go along with the back leg. Slowly lifting that leg. Look at the mat in front of you. Fix your gaze at some pattern, some small dot on the mat that will help you balance. Go maybe 10 degrees at a time. If you're comfortable, lift up a little. And if you need to, you can adjust the arm position. You can keep them open on your waist. Even if you come back, it's okay. Relax your breathing and fix your gaze even maybe before you lift that back toe. That will help you find that stability. Take your time exploring this balance. And suppose you're just staying with that big toe on the mat, leaning forward a little with the upper body. That is also your balancing pose. You're still finding your balance. You're still strengthening that standing leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring that right foot forward, straighten up. Take a few moments. Notice every sensation and notice the mind. Whenever there is balance involved, if we are not able to hold it, the mind starts chattering a lot. Be okay with that. Be okay with everything as it is in the moment. Let us explore the pose on the other side. So this time, step back with the left leg, just a little bit. Spread your toes on the front leg. And as you inhale, shift all the way to the front foot, to the right foot. So stay here with the back toe gently on the mat. Find your stability. If this is your balancing pose, then this is it. Doesn't matter how the pose looks. The idea is to balance primarily on the standing leg. And from there, see how comfortable you are, lifting and going all the way, how much ever you can. See what feels stable for you. Also fix your gaze. If you find a mark on the floor or the mat in front of you, look at it as if you're seeing it for the first time. That helps the mind settle down a bit. And wherever you feel a little stable, stay there. If you feel like you can challenge a little more, or if you come out of the pose, you can go back gently, even if it's for a few counts. And stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly straighten up. Take a few moments. Observe both halves of the body. Now we'll come down to a seated pose. So if you're comfortable with the knees, we'll go into a squat. If not, you can directly sit down on the mat. So bring your hands in front. Keep your feet slightly wider open, toes pointing outward, and then slowly lower your hips, coming into a nice squat. And once you're there, bring your hands together. And if you need to, you can even take support. Place your hands to the front or to the back and stay in your squat. When you're comfortable, you can release the arms. Otherwise, holding your namaste. Now try to make yourself tall so that the elbows come inside of the knees. Sometimes the shoulders back may be rounded. Feel that someone is pulling your head upward, forward. And now with the elbows on the inside of the knee, use the elbows to open the knees up. Relaxed breathing. So 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Sitting down, stretch your legs out. Take a few moments. You can keep your hands back. Relax. Now gently come to a lying down position. Let's do a few supine stretches and Shavasana. Bend your knees. Try to bring your heels as close to the buttocks as possible, walking your feet back. Adjust your back so that the shoulder blades are coming towards each other on your back. That way your chest is open, chin tucked in as if you're trying to look towards your knees. You're not lifting your head, just tucking the chin slightly. Your palms are on the floor by the side of your body. We lift into a bridge pose. Here again, being active with every part. So as you inhale, you will gently lift the hips. Take a few moments. You can again adjust your shoulder blades, shoulders, so that the weight is on the shoulders, not on the neck. Lift the chest as well, actively using every muscle in the body, even the hands which are not doing much. Stay with that full body awareness. If you're comfortable, you can interlock your fingers on the floor, bringing both hands together. So use your forearms and elbows to support you in lifting a little more. If not, keep your palms on the mat by the side. Can you relax your breathing, knowing you're strong enough to hold it just a little longer? 4. Be active in the toes and feet as well. 2 and 1. Slowly release your hands if you are interlocked. Bring your chest and hips down. Stretch your legs out. Take a few moments. Relax. Notice all the sensations. And now bringing your knees to your chest. Place your palms on the knees and gently pull your knees closer. And you can roll on your back side to side with your palms on your knees. And coming to the center, let your legs be where they are. Open your arms out at shoulder level on the floor, palms facing down. Time for a nice twist. And this time drop your legs to the left side on the floor. Adjust your feet. Your feet don't have to, one of the foot need not hang midair. Place it forward or back or wherever it's comfortable. Turn your head to look in the opposite direction of the legs. Close your eyes. We start to wind down. So let go of the body. Allow the stretches to release any tension, tightness that might still be there. Notice if there's a change in the breathing pattern, because the side of the rib cage is also being stretched here. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly coming back to the center with your head, with your legs. Drop your legs to the other side. Turn your head in the opposite direction of the legs. Close your eyes and let go. Enjoying the breathing, allowing the stretches. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the center. Place your palms on the knees again. Roll once on your back. Making sure there's no pinching, compression in the back before we lie down. Now coming to the center, point your feet upward towards the ceiling. Point your palms up. Clench every muscle in the fingers, toes, hands and legs. Tightening all the muscles. And slowly release. Bring your feet to the mat. Take your hands overhead. Now point your feet. Try to reach the back of the wall with the fingertips, stretching every muscle in the body. And release. Relax. Bring your hands by your side. Keep your feet slightly apart. Time for Shavasana. Adjust your shoulder blades and hips. Let go. Relax. Now for the next few rounds of breath, with every exhalation, relax into the exhalation. Let all the body parts feel heavier on the mat. Now is when the body can remain still with no need for movement. And this is when you can focus on the breath and the mind. So while we lay down here in Shavasana, let's take a few moments to give all our attention to the breathing. Can you feel the movement of the lungs as you inhale and exhale? You can continue lying down because then the body is at its most easy, comfortable state. You can focus on the breathing. Take all your attention to the lungs in the chest area. Effortlessly, see how the lungs are expanding, contracting. Let's be a little more active with the breathing for a while. So when you breathe in, try to feel that the lungs are expanding downward towards the belly, sideways and forward, and even upwards towards your head. And then exhale completely, pushing out the last bit of carbon dioxide. Because you're lying down, the back is automatically straight, the rib cage open, making room for the lungs to expand freely in all the directions, downward, forward, sideways, upward. Effortlessly, just feel that your lungs are expanding in all directions. What we think, visualize, makes a difference in the body. Just keep feeling that with every inhalation, your lungs are expanding in the most optimal way in all directions. Exhale completely. And now, as you breathe, keep a mental count, seeing how many seconds you're taking to breathe in. So when you start inhaling, in your head you count 1, 2, 3. And again, as you exhale, start counting. Do that with every breath for a while. Keep that mental count soft and gentle. Even that, though it is internal, the tone makes a difference. Stay with the counting. That itself reduces all the unnecessary mental activity, the distractions. helps keep your attention in one place on the breathing. So with the counting, every time you exhale, feel that you're surrendering into the exhalation, letting go, letting go. With that, automatically your exhalations become a little longer. Visamavritti pranayama, unequal ratio of breathing, working towards making the exhalations longer than the inhalations. Not by force, but with an attitude of surrender and let go. Last few rounds with the counting. Relaxed exhalations, letting go. Even with the counting, can you feel the silence in the background? When the mental activity starts settling down is when we can feel a stillness, silence around us, within us. Now let go of the counting. Let go of any effort to change the breathing in any way. Drop into that stillness, silence for a few minutes. The true state of Shavasana. Nothing to do with the body or mind. Enjoying the stillness, the silence. The last 1 minute. Stay with the stillness and silence around you, within you. If you cannot feel the silence, give all your attention to any one sound that you might be hearing. Without analyzing, labeling, as if you're listening to it for the first time. Time to slowly come back. So try to stay with that relaxed state of mind. Become aware of your body weight on the mat. Take a nice active breath in and out. And you can start wiggling your toes, fingers. Go ahead and give yourself a full body stretch again if needed. And slowly turning to one side, you can come up to a seated position. Sit back with your eyes closed. And bringing your palms together. Let's take a few moments for gratitude. Thankful for all the blessings we have in our lives. Thankful for the opportunity to come on the mat, to be with yourself, to take care of this body-mind. We will chant the closing prayer, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, wishing well for all beings. Feel free to chant or just feel that well-being, sending your loving energy to all. Take a nice breath in. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can rub your palms again actively. And take that energy to your eyes, face, even the rest of the body. And then cupping your eyes. You can blink them open. Thank you. Take care